Okay, I guess there's no better place to start than the beginning. Did everyone have early identification and alert system for their first issue?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, anyone want to start? Or should I start because I spoke? I'll start because I spoke. Okay, so I'm representing Russia, and we are in favor of early identification and notification. Just so that we can figure out who's got it, as most people would probably want to know that they have a virus.
Are you guys also in favor of early containment
Yes.
for those who are infected?
Yes.
The EU is as well in favor.
So is Kenya.
Brazil's government encourages each country to deal with the issue the best way they think would work for themselves. So, yeah.
Yeah, the US is also in favor, but we would prefer that individual countries take responsibility for isolating the affected communities and not have like a international mandate, And back to early identification, one specific thing we want is we'd like strict rules and regulations to be like immediately in place for production if we identify a virus. That's just one specific thing that we have.
That's the same with the EU with the food production.
And China, same with the early containment.
But the EU also wants to make commitments to poor nations. They will, hold on. Yeah, because they want to be helping out the poor nations as well.
Yeah, India, a lot of our issues, we want richer nations to support the poorer nations. So yeah.
Kenya specifically wants to make or like have an abundance of medical supplies in like the form of like stockpiles to help like poor countries. So like just another way they can help.
Same with the EU.
India wants like a distribution center, just like one in India, but they want it to be funded by other countries.
China also favors the medical need or like the medical like aids, but they only want it for the poor countries.
Should we be like writing, like kind of like starting at the top and like writing our own Haji, or?
Well, let's just take the first topic. On the first topic, which is the early prevention, you have a couple of divisions. One division is about whether or not you should have policies regarding food production, regulating food production so this doesn't happen. The other division has to do with whether or not who should get the aid. So if you are a poor country and you cannot afford to contain this, what do you do this? So you still haven't come up with an agreement. Is there an agreement between all of you that early prevention is good, and as part of early prevention, you would like to have food regulation in every single country so this doesn't happen again? The second part is, if you're all in agreement, would you be willing to pay for countries who cannot contain this at an early phase? If that's a consensus among all of you on both issues, then this issue is resolved. We can move to the next one.